And Alfonso Soriano up. Now, with the Cubs taking the win yesterday, they got the momentum here after dropping game one. Chance to close out with a winning mark against Miami. Just missed with a fastball, 1-0. And with a walk-off in the bottom of the 11th, that makes you feel good.
Well, it absolutely does. And the deeper you get into the game as an offensive player, you know you're not going to see the best pitchers the other team has to offer. Take advantage.
And it's fouled off. And apparently it's time. Obviously a little struggling going on the mound. You look in the pen, they've got 2 up.
Well, let's hope it's not too late. I mean, this guy.
Ground ball. And if you're spending time with mom, show her you really care. Some quality time. Tune in Mother's Day. We'll be watching the Texas Rangers playing on the road. They head to the Rogers Center to take on the Blue Jays. It'll be a 7 p.m. start time. Big moment in the ball game. It's Marlon Byrd's chance. How about our mound performance today, Steve?
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
First pitch to him. Here's a swing and a fly ball. And it's in there, the tying run on board.
Well, anytime you have 2 hits in a game, it will build confidence, and he's carrying it over into this game.
Barney will be at the plate. Nothing yet for him. 2 at bats, still no hits against Lindblom.
Well, that curve did him in the last time. You got to believe he's going to look to swing early in the count because he didn't look like he could handle that pitch at all.
And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching as the Marlins bring in their reliever.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
And it's a called strike to Barney. He is 1 for 25 lifetime off the Marlins.
And it just seems like there's always that one team that you struggle against, and this happens to be the team for him.
And Buck spotting the pitch. Line drive left to the bag and foul. Here's the pitch. And he fouls off another one. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball, 1-2.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
Well, they needed that one. That's the first out. They need to try to limit the damage in this inning and hold on to that lead. Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try to get on base and see if he can't get something going offensively.
Byrd is at first. Runner on second, Soriano. Looks at a first pitch curveball in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch, a fastball, swung on and missed, 0-2. Checks him at second, and he's back easily, made a dive to get in. Ground ball to Davis. Over to second for 1. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead. Now he's got a chance to get out of this thing without any major trouble.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro. He singled his last trip. Demas throws on to first. Side is retired. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Marlins holding on to the lead. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. McGilberry now digging a hole as he comes to the plate. He's going to get us started, 8th inning. And doing the pitching, it'll be Rafael Dolis. He's been chosen to take over out there. That second pitch cuts on a fastball, misses, and it's 0-2.
He just rears back and throws this one with a little something extra on it. No chance of putting it in play.
Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away.
Well, K-Cam's going to show us the 4-seam fastball here.
Well, you'll see this thing get tracked to the lower corner of the plate. It looked like the batter thought he had this one, but in the end, it was just too much for him to handle.
And not the way he was looking to end that at bat, John. Now into May. Take a look at the Cubs. Today is the last game of this Miami series. Schedules. Open tomorrow. They'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Pittsburgh Pirates. That's a 3-game series. Boy, there's some great competition, and that ball swung on and hit. Fukudomi to field it. Out number 2. And Mayberry batting. Homered back in the first inning. And he starts him out. Swung on and ripped towards second. And it gets down. Hit after hit. They just keep on coming. He's got 4 today.
We talked about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
It's Emos at the plate. Ground out victim last time through.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base.
He makes contact. Line drive.
Well, the National League has some real tough teams, guys. Here where the Miami Marlins sit right now. First in stolen bases, second in triples, and they're in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position. That's a real asset for any team. When you get runners in scoring position, hit the clutch and drive them in.
Bodker is up, and the double steal is on. Line drive. And he scores. And the throw, not in time, way ahead of that play.
Excellent base running right there, getting himself into second base. Great read on his part, and love the aggressiveness.
And you've got to decide what you're going to do in those situations before you ever get to first base, and that's what he did.
And that's what he did. You know what? Aggressive, taking that turn exactly the way he needed to, never missing a beat.
And it's Buck batting. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Well, they're taking advantage of add-on time, and the opportunities are there. They're cashing in, adding on to this lead.
You hope the pitcher's a little frustrated right here. Maybe makes a mistake in a bad pitch, and you add to it. And we've got his Turris batting, and he needs to come through here with 2 down.
Infield got to play back in this situation and get the out at the easiest base.
Fisher will grab a bat and hit here.
Well, it's a luxury for the manager having a lefty coming off the bench like this guy. They go to him here, hoping it's the right move against the right-handed pitcher.
This is that fastball already 0-2.
Well, boy, wouldn't you have loved to seen him connect with that one to see how far that would go. Fastball hitter on fastball pitcher, but he came up empty.
Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. They pick up a run on 3 hits, denied a big inning, though, as they leave the bases loaded. Miami up 3. Kosuke Fukudome to lead it off. And that's in there. Jenks ahead 0-1.
Obviously getting late right now, Gary, and I think that from the pitching perspective, you'll trade an out for a run at this stage of the game, understanding that for every out you get, you're closer to winning.
Strike 2. Fukudome is going to have to be careful here. Ball. Tried to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1-2.
Well, I'm going out of the zone right now, Gary, trying to get him to chase something rather than giving him a good pitch to hit.
He swings and drives this one. No problem with that one.
Now let's take a moment to see how the Cubs are doing rank-wise in the National League. First in ERA, 4th in hits, but they also show up in the top 5 in slugging percentage. A real strength in scoring runs, that ability to hit it out of the ballpark and to score runners from first base, even when they're not in scoring position.
And in the batter's box, LaHare. And the pitch from Jenks, too far inside for a ball.
Now trailing right now, down 3 runs. You got 1 out here in the 8th. Get 5.
Smash towards the middle. That one gets through for a base hit.
A hitter can get fooled and still get a base hit as long as he keeps his hands back. That's what he did right there, and it allowed him to punch himself a single.
It's going to be Castillo now. Grounded out his last time through. And 1. Jenks kicks and deals. And Castillo lets it go for a ball inside. And that's a ball. Jenks too far outside that time.
They thought maybe the hitter was going to open up at the plate. They went with the soft pitch, the curveball down and away, but he couldn't chase.
Hit hard on the ground to short. There's 1. And Davis will get the double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. And it'll be the Marlins coming right up. It's going to be Jenks. He'll start us out here in the last inning of regulation. It's going to be Taylor. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Now being brought in now to hit for the pitcher. Hopefully he can get the base hit and see if they can increase this lead.
That one hit pretty well, but it goes foul off to the right. The pitch. And he fouls another one off. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, one down.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
French at the plate. He'll be seeking his first hit of the game. Not a lot of luck so far. And starts him out here. There's a swing and a smash. The catch, and he has it for the second out. McGilberry now digging a hole as he comes to the plate. Struck out swinging his last time up. Hit in the air. This one's going well into the stands, off to the right. Lined right at the second baseman. And it's through. That's a base hit.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
Davis into the batter's box. Career average 464 against the Cubs. Oh, and he takes off for second up the middle. 7 pitches and it's done. That's how you save your arm and go deep into a game. And Ian Stewart to lead it off. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Cishek will be their new pitcher as Miami brings him into close. On the way. Fastball swung out and missed. 0-1.
Well, I think right now they're looking to get a couple guys on and see if they can't get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark right here. So base runner's the key. Do not run into outs. Be conservative on the bases. You're down 3.
Ball. Good eye by Ian Stewart. He lays off that one. Count is even.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Tried to get him to chase it out of the zone. He just laid off.
1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
1-2 is a pitcher's count, so there's no reason to give him a good pitch to hit right here.
Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Foul! Big swing and a miss. Ian Stewart, he's out of there. Strike 3.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
Alfonso Soriano now with 1 away. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. That's it foul by Soriano. And that's another foul ball. The 1-2 on its way. Good patience. Soriano lets that one go by for a ball. Count is even. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
One more out to close this one out, Gary, and obviously a successful day, up by 3 and a safe situation. So, obviously looking to try to close this one out and get ready for tomorrow.
And here's Marlon Byrd. He had a single in his last time up. Here's the pitch. First pitch inside with a fastball, ball 1.
Well, he starts that two-seam fastball, the inside corner, but it just runs in on the hands just off the plate.
Hit up the middle. French. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
And we take a look at a performance that today earned our Player of the Game award.
Well, anytime you have 3 legs of the cycle, you've had a decent enough game to help your team win. Look, would he love to hit the triple to get the cycle, something that's rarely done in Major League Baseball? Sure he would. But I think if you ask him after the game.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books.